You've already started Hoopers training, but you feel there's more you could achieve?
Are you looking for training that's truly well thought out with a clear structure that helps you make consistent step-by-step progress?
If that's what you're looking for, we've built the perfect place for you.
In the Hoopers community, everything is a game, from focused technique drills to full sequences, complete course plans and deep dive workshops, all within a motivating level system that drives real progress.
And the best part, you're not alone. The community not only offers a wealth of proven training content, but also brings you together with others through shared events, online tournaments and real connection.
We are Nadine Heli and Simone Fasel. Together we're known as Hoopers pioneers across Europe.
We are longtime experts in reward-based training with a special focus on creating the perfect online course experience for dog-human teams.
Over the years, we've had the honor of guiding several thousands of dog handler teams through classes, seminars, workshops and instructor certification programs.
Our mission: training that gets you real results and is seriously fun for you and your dog.
Our team and we personally take responsibility for the training success of you and your dog.
And now, for the very first time, the Hoopers community is becoming available to the English-speaking world.
That means you have the unique opportunity to become a founding member and join at a one-time founder's price.
Sign up now and together we'll make your Hoopers breakthrough happen.
See you in the community!
You've already started Hoopers training, but you feel there's more you could achieve?
Are you looking for training that's truly well thought out with a clear structure that helps you make consistent step-by-step progress?
If that's what you're looking for, we've built the perfect place for you.
In the Hoopers community, everything is a game, from focused technique drills to full sequences, complete course plans and deep dive workshops, all within a motivating level system that drives real progress.
And the best part, you're not alone. The community not only offers a wealth of proven training content, but also...
Hi there!
Hello everybody! Welcome!
Good to see you.
So good that you could make it to our live stream. Happy to have you here.
So, as you know, the Hoopers community is opening up for the first time.
It has been for a few days now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But already ends today at midnight.
Exactly. So only a few hours left if you are still trying to decide if you want to join. So it needs to be in the next few hours.
So we wanted to take the chance and show you some examples of exercises you could find in the Hoopers community.
Yes, exactly. So we would like to give you a kind of a feeling what it is like to be in the Hoopers community, what kind of training games you will find there. We can also have a super short look at the platform for you to see what it looks like and what you can expect inside the Hoopers community. But first, we want to say a big thank you to everybody who wrote us super kind messages.
It was a big pleasure.
Yes, so nice to read all of your messages about the live stream we did on Monday and about the Hoopers community and your interesting questions and your super nice kind words about our work. So that's really, so kind of you to take the time to send us messages.
Very much appreciated. Yeah, thank you so much. And about the recording of the presentation on Monday, it is available also till tonight, and then it will only be available inside the Hoopers community. So make sure to watch it.
Yes.
Or if you join the Hoopers community, it will be available for you
Exactly, yes. So that was about using absolute versus relative cues in Hoopers. So we talked about using left and right, or like choosing the left and right side, and about what the research tells us, how easy or hard it is for dogs to learn it, how easy or hard it is for us humans to apply it. And yes, so there you will find lots of information for you then to decide if you might want to try to use it, or if you want to stick to relative.
A lot of quite surprising insights
Yes,
also.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So for us, it was really interesting also to prepare this presentation and to
fun
read.
to present it.
Yes.
So,
So yes, but it will be moved into the community, so it's only available tonight until midnight. So if you're not member of the Hoopers community, then you would need to watch it in the next few hours as well.
So it's always very important for us to also make free stuff available. But of course, if you would like to have it for longer, then it will be inside the Hoopers community. So maybe we start with having a look at the platform.
Yes, that's a good idea. Yes. So okay, so here we can see, yes, so this is what it looks like when you, for the first time, open up your Hoopers community platform. So here you find all the important information to get you started. There is also a Facebook group, so from here you can directly join the Facebook group to...
But you don't have to. If you're not a friend of Facebook, completely understandable.
No worries. Yes, it's just an add-on. It's just additionally, it is there. So for everybody who wants to discuss there is the possibility, but you can ask all of your questions on the platform. You, there is always like a comment section for every exercise and everything. So you don't need a Facebook account if you don't want to use that. Yes, so this is basically what it looks like. What you can also see here directly is our certificates system. So there are some kind of like levels and certificates you can work through if this is fun for you. So there is also a post where everything about this is explained, because you will need to reach certain requirements to then get a new badge, like a digital badge, and your certification. So here you find all the information about this.
And that's just so cool to stay motivated. I don't know about you, but sometimes maybe if you see on Facebook, it feels like, oh, everybody else is training their dog and maybe I am not doing enough. And having these certificates and badges, they help you really stay motivated to train regularly, but also like to see, yes, I had a really great time with my dog. I really did a lot.
Definitely, yes. There is progress. We reached a new level, and there is still more to be reached. So you can always look forward a little bit too, also for what there is still to come. So yes, I think that's quite fun. But also with this, of course, it's not a must. Like if you don't feel like it, if this is not what is fun for you, then you don't have to participate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. But then, of course, what is like a big value of the Hoopers community, or like training games, like drills. So there you will always have a video explanation about how it works, and there is also always a demonstration. So you can really see how this specific drill works, what are the training steps, and what you want to put into practice with your dog.
Then you will also always find a short PDF for you to download. You can see it here. So you can just print it out, take it to the training field, and you will have all the steps readily available. But of course, there's also the app, so you can use the app. But
Definitely, yes.
if you like to have it printed out,
I know,
I do
yes,
sometimes.
yeah, me too. So it's really, it's also a good idea, to print them out. There is also a section where you can take some brief notes. So we always suggest that for your training sessions, you video them, and then you also take some short notes. So here you could just write down what worked really well and what do you want to keep working on for this specific exercise, for example. So that's always a good idea to have it ready with the instructions for the exercise.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we go back briefly still?
Yeah.
Because of course it's not just about these training games, but there are also sequences. So you will find like extra like sequences for also smaller spaces. So these are not like big Hoopers courses, but for smaller spaces.
And all very functional. So everything is really very tested, very thought through and tested. So you can really be sure if you do those exercises, if you set up these sequences and courses, you will really see your dog learning, making progress.
Yeah, it's not just any kind of course run or just something, but there is really always a goal you want to achieve, or something new for your dog to learn.
So it's absolutely what we train with our dogs, and also what our clients train since years with their dogs. So there are not any secrets left out. It's really what we do, and
it's there. It's all there. Exactly. Yes, and then there are also courses. So these usually will require a little bit more space. So maybe from time to time you have the opportunity to be on a little bit like a bigger field, because these are like real Hoopers courses. So of course there you will need more space to set them up. But actually, it's always also an idea to just set up part of a course. Like if your space that is available to you is restricted, then you can try to find within the course just a part and just train
Absolutely.
a part of it.
And we always had people living in big cities and doing all their training in public spaces. So maybe you need to choose a time where there are not too many people around, but we always had participants really doing everything, having their obstacles ready somewhere, just taking them out to the park.
Yes, exactly.
And of course, many countries don't really have space problems.
Yes. So yeah, we are from Switzerland, so we are always a little bit like, oh, where can we train Hoopers? It's like everything is tiny, but maybe that's not an issue for where you live. So with the courses, there is always, or most of the time, there are different variations within one course setup. So, for example, this one is actually for like a level 2 course, but there is also a more beginner's version within the same setup. So this also gives you just more possibilities on how you want to train, or maybe if there is like if you're in an instructor and you want to use these maps for your group classes, then of course you can also have different kinds of level in the same group, and everybody can train with the same setup, but you can still adjust the running line to the level of your individual clients. So then you have already suggestions on different running lines.
Then, of course, you have always us and our team ready for you. So if you need some adaptations, or if you're maybe not sure what exercises to do on a at a specific time, you can always ask. So from Monday to Friday, you will always very quickly get feedback, so you can really choose the best exercise for you and your dog from the Hoopers community, and we can always show you how to adapt it, or if you have any struggles, we will of course always be there to support you.
Definitely, definitely. Or if you have played through one of the drills, for example, and you feel like, oh, it was just super easy for my dog, and I would like to have like more challenges, you can just ask in the group, for example, and we can also give you advice on how to make it a little bit more difficult, for example, what else you can do with the setup, how to add more challenges, for example.
So you really always get very individual, very personal feedback.
For sure, yes.
And of course, there are exercises really from, it's not from complete beginners level. The Hoopers community is not for complete beginners, but let's anyway say a beginning level to really advanced exercises. So you will really find very different challenges.
Absolutely. Yes, for sure. Yes. So then there are also some events. So
Oh yes, there are.
because we love to also get in touch while training together, while doing Q&As together, and sometimes there will be like an internal competition, like an internal virtual tournament, and so just lots of things happening inside the community. Then there will be a summer challenge, so yes, there's always something going on.
Yeah, maybe let's have a look at an exercise from the Hoopers community. It's an exercise we just set up some weeks ago on our training field with one of our youngest dogs. So you might be interested to have a look at it. And of course, we will show you the exact setup so you can play it at home with your dog.
Yes, definitely. So are we going to watch the video first and then we will
maybe show the first setup?
Okay, yes. It's a good plan.
You know which the first one
Yes,
is?
I believe so. So I think it looks like this.
Exactly.
Okay, yes. So this is one of the training games, just one of the drills. So you can see what are these kinds of exercises to always strengthen your dog's skills. So with this one, the goal is to teach them to not be distracted by every tunnel there is. So here we had a first step where the dog is sent through these hoops. Okay, and they should ignore the tunnel. Okay, so it's just a straight line and there is a tunnel distraction. So we just want the dog to go straight and then the dog will be rewarded behind this second hoop. So that's for the first repetition. And then this gets quickly like mixed up, like there will quickly be something else. And for the next step, we change the side and we add turning around this barrel, and then there will be the straight line again. Okay, so in this direction this time. So because of the turn, it gets a little bit more difficult for the dog to ignore the tunnel, because many dogs would turn around the barrel maybe move a little
Continue the turning.
yeah, move a little bit here and continue to turn, and then it would actually be super comfortable for them to just keep running in this direction and keep running to the tunnel. So with this turn at the barrel, it will be a little bit more harder already for your dog to keep the straight line. So then you want to work that, and you want to reward your dog behind this second hoop again.
It's always so important to really go strategically about the exercises, because many would maybe tend to repeat like the same line for several times, and I absolutely understand that. But if you think about it, the dog doesn't really, it's not really an effect there. It's not really that he learns a lot. It's always when repeating, actually it's yeah, we don't really gain a lot from that. So it's much better to change little things so the dog really sees the difference. And even if there's maybe a little error, we will also see it in the video, the dog can also learn a lot from a small error.
Definitely, yes. And it's always super important that we ourselves are ready to, when a mistake happens, just briefly call our dog back, make it a little bit easier, try to find a way to have them success again, so then we can start the normal training session.
Yeah. Maybe let's look at the first video. So this is our dog Nomi. It's our
Go, get it! Jawohl, super! Wow! Gut gemacht. Ja, fein. Ja, fein. Zoom. Go, 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 get it! Yay, mega Nömeli. Whee, super! Okay, komm hier.
So it's these two straight lines, and you can see as the handler is standing closer to the tunnel, it's of course a little bit harder for the dog, because our dogs tend to turn towards us, and if we are on the side of the tunnel, actually it's quite a big distraction. But the dog here was able to fulfill his straight line, his task. So then we continue and have him do the turning around the barrel, and then the going straight through the hoops. But of course, if it could be a little bit too difficult, we could always help with adjusting where the handler stands.
Yes, so this is super important. There are always many possibilities on how to adapt it and how to make it a little bit easier, make it a little bit harder. So here, for example, as you said, we started with this straight line, and because the handler is standing on the same side as the tunnel, all of the dogs will more likely turn a little bit in this direction than when the handler is standing on the other side. So if it is too hard for a dog, this is a good option to switch to the handler standing on this side to have another repetition a little bit easier.
For first try, or yeah. Okay, then yeah, it worked out very well. She was able to not take the distraction. Then we again change quickly, so we don't want to repeat. Repeating almost never makes sense. So we will now already change and work on turning towards the handler, despite the tunnel being in a straight line and despite the dog really seeing immediately the tunnel when starting to run.
So yes, so the next step in the same drill, so it's still the same setup and it's also still the same goal. We want the dog to ignore the tunnel when they are not supposed to go into the tunnel. But now we switch from the straight line to turning towards. So now we want the dog to go into this direction for one repetition, and then for a next repetition we also want them to go to this hoop. Okay, so despite them in the first step having to keep their straight line and decide for going straight, now we want them to listen to the turning cue and we want them to ignore the tunnel in the straight line.
You will see in the video that there will also be a little error, and you will see how best to react to an error.
Au, au. Yay, super. Wow, das war ja mega. Gut gemacht. Gut. Andere Richtung. Au, au, au. Neveli. Gut, ja, tipptopp. So here you can see that she didn't listen to my turning cue and went for the tunnel. So then before she reached the obstacle, before she reached the tunnel, I just called her back. I always try to avoid for the dog to actually pass through a wrong obstacle and just call them back and then make it easier for them.
And it's always super important to really do this in a super friendly way. So it's not necessary that the dog really realizes this was wrong. So that would not be good for his motivation. We always want to create the best learning, really set them up for success. So it's just calling them back, as Nadine said, in a very friendly, playful voice. So just to prevent them from rewarding themselves by taking an obstacle, and then just continuing very quickly.
Exactly. Come on here. Yeah. Au! So here you can see that I just went with her a little bit closer to the goal obstacle, to the one that I actually wanted her to take. And I just sent her there and rewarded her. So now I have the best possibility, the best situation to go back to the actual task and to turn towards me in this direction, to turn towards me to the right. So now, after having rewarded this hoop already once, I have a big possibility for her to actually be successful in this repetition now. Einfach. Great. Okay. Oops. Yes. Tipped up. Au! Au! Schnell! Jawohl! Mega Nanny! Wow! Super! Okay, komm. Okay, yes, so this is also something super important, how to react on mistakes.
Oh, yes.
Because many times what happens is that we kind of want to get it right and then we just repeat the same thing over and over again. But of course, if there was a mistake, there is no reason actually why suddenly they should get it right, because of course there was a reason why the mistake happened. So if we don't change anything, it's not a good likelihood to be successful.
And in this case, maybe the tunnel was just a little bit a too big distraction, and by changing a little bit the odds, by already rewarding once for the correct goal hoop, we set her up for success again. So that's always really super important. Otherwise, you will have dogs starting to sniff on the ground, dogs starting to eat grass, or dogs staying at the start obstacle and not hesitating, because they somehow feel it's a little bit too difficult, and sometimes
it might be stressful.
Yeah.
There might be too much pressure.
So always the dog should always be happy, and he will learn best that way.
Definitely, yes.
So okay,
yeah, so that was the setup for this one exercise that we really like. So this is the kind of drills that you can expect inside the Hoopers community. Of course, we could add many things here. We could add many steps. So of course, we could also then try turning away. So now we had like going straight in the first step, now turning towards the handler. Now we could also send the dog to turn away from the handler. We could add a step where we actually like send them to the tunnel for one repetition, and only after that try to for them to ignore the tunnel again. So yeah, there is always many things that can be added.
Yeah. So don't hesitate to let us know if you have any questions or feedback. You might need to click on the YouTube video when you are on YouTube to be able to comment. Otherwise, you can also like comment in the Facebook group on this live video. So maybe we will watch immediately at the next exercise.
Yes.
There are also always times where it's not easy to have like a big space to train, so maybe due to weather conditions or time constraints or whatever. So we also always make sure that we have a lot of very effective exercises with really few obstacles. So
Yes.
we'll have a look at one of these.
Definitely,
examples.
yes. Because of course, to teach like super great skills, we don't need to use huge distances all the time. Like we can work on so many like skill testing things in small spaces, and then when we actually go out on the big field, the dogs are completely ready to handle any kind of challenges, and we actually then can really focus on the distance stuff. So
and really working on skills, because sometimes otherwise one tends to repeat errors over and over again because you don't really tackle them specifically. So it's really
it's not possible to tackle them in a big course run, because many things are happening in a course run, and there might be a mistake in one place, and maybe a hesitation from your dog in another place of the course run, and you can go back and try to think about why these happened. But it's not the course runs where your dog actually learns more skills.
True. So for us, it's really like, of course, we love to do courses. I mean, it's fun, but maybe we do a course once in 10 training sessions. So it's much more about really building confidence, working on specific skills, and we really have dogs that run with they love to run, they run with full confidence, and I just love to see that. So not dogs that get slower and slower and are maybe a little bit overwhelmed by too difficult or too long sequences and courses.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
So the next training game we are looking at for small spaces is about turning tight. So many dogs have a challenge when turning tight, especially if there is a distraction. So what we mean by that is the following. So if we imagine there is a barrel, and the dog should turn tight around this barrel, and there might be a distraction involved. So we can set up just these two obstacles, and we can start by this hoop being really far away from this barrel to get the exercise started, and then we just send our dog for the tight turn and reward this tight turn. So it was super easy. So that's always the best situation, if we can start with the exercise with a step that is so easy that you will guarantee your dog will get it right.
Even if you think, oh, that's almost too easy, perfect starting point, because you will see it's so easily possible to make the exercise very quickly more difficult, and then you really have progressed a lot. Instead, if we would start too difficult, then maybe it's not, you lose a little bit of your training time.
You lose confidence. Then you have to go a few steps back to kind of try to have success again. And then from there you can start to progress. But yes, you have lost a lot of time.
So really always start out very easy.
Yeah, so I think it's a good idea to remember that when I think, okay, no, this is too easy now, so then
Perfect.
yes, perfect, do it. So, but then what we want to do in this exercise also, fast changes. So there will not be 10 repetitions with this, but we will now move the hoop closer for every repetition.
So we will show you a video with our dog Frida. She's from a shelter, and I'm sure many of you also have shelter dogs. And in the beginning she was also very anxious in new situations, so it's also perfect confidence boost, this exercise, because we really help them to succeed.
Correct. Such. Wow, super Freddy. Good. Ja. Such. Wow. Mega. Super gemacht. Ja. Good. So now you can see that I moved the hoop closer and closer, and actually already now it's quite close to the barrel, but it's great if the dog is still able to get a tight turn. Mega Freddy! Wow! Super!
The audio was lagging a little bit there. It's the cue for turning tight.
And now you saw that I actually moved the hoop out again, so to more distance, but she didn't make a mistake or something. So this is something we really like to do in many of the exercises too, to use the ping pong principle.
This means you don't make it only harder and harder and harder, because you see what could happen there. Instead, you make it harder, then a little bit easier, harder, quite easy, harder, a little bit easier. So this helps the dog really love working, and yeah, always. Also a little bit, he will also be surprised maybe this time.
Yeah, it will be super easy. We'll see. And always expecting the best all the time, I think. That's what it teaches them. So. Mega Freddy. Wow, so good. I think now I will move it closer again, and you can see that it is really close to the barrel now. So never ever in any Hooper's course there will be two obstacles as close together. That will not happen. But of course, it's great if we can even prepare our dogs to a challenge like this, so they can actually even do more difficult things.
A harder version than will ever be required.
Exactly. So. Mega, Friedi. Wow, das war toll. Okay, so this was this first step of this exercise where it's about turning tide. So we will look at a second step too. So of course, already with this, we can play around a lot. We can also switch sides, which would be super important.
Switch obstacles.
Use a gate here, use a tunnel here as the distraction. It's not as easy with the tunnel to move it all the time, so maybe then you want to move the barrel, but it's a little bit better to move the distraction than to move the actual obstacle. But yeah, you will just adapt to whatever then works best for you. But we can also now look at the second step for this exercise, where actually the distraction obstacle is more actively involved. Because we will actually send the dog to the distraction obstacle as well. So just like this. Super important, we do not send the dog from here, at least not for now, and then to the distraction, but we only send the dog for this one obstacle from here. But still, the dog gets rewarded behind the distraction obstacle. And of course, then his value for this obstacle increases rapidly. So for the next repetition, when we start our dog here again, and when we want them to turn tight again, it will be more difficult because they remember, ooh, I got rewarded here. So it might be an idea to go there again, but they need to listen to the turning tide cue.
So again, it's very strategically set up, because if we would just send the dog from here, the probability would be quite high, actually very, very, very high, that he would just make an error, because as we have talked about it on Monday, for dogs the path is much more important than a word, for example. So that would be too difficult. But yes, we make the distraction more attractive, but still in a way that the dog is able to be successful. So let's have a look at the video.
Go, go, get it. Yes, super, Friedi. Einser. Opa, so. So. Yes! Mega, Friedi. Wow! Ja, das war super. Wow! Go! Go! Get it! Jawohl! Wow, der Friedi! Gut! Mega! Go! Go! Get it! Wow! So here you can see that I actually let her repeat the distraction obstacle several times in a row before then going back to turning tide. So this is just an increased challenge to kind of make her think it's about the distraction obstacle. Just go to the distraction obstacle. You will be rewarded there. Go there again and again. And after that, I'm going back to telling her to turn tight at the barrel. And of course, it's really great if you can build up to that.
Yeah.
So I've sent her already twice now to the hoop. So now I'm sending her again. Go, get it! Super, Friedi! Wow, okay. So we will see if she gets the turn again.
Mega.
Very nicely done. And as you explained, you could start with your dog. It's first only once letting him do the hoop, then already back to the barrel, then maybe twice, then 3 times, then more. So you can really go there step by step.
Definitely, yes. And if a mistake happens, it's the same thing again. It's just information for you that it was a little bit too hard, and then you will just go back to having your dog turn tight without any additional challenges and build it up again from there.
And you can see every exercise, every drill is really always a game. So it's super important for us that really people and their dogs have a really great time. I mean, this is your spare time, and it's so important to, yeah, to both be super happy.
Definitely, that's what it is about.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So I hope this was helpful for you and that you could see a little bit how these training games work for us and what you can expect inside the Hoopers community.
As we already quickly said, so it's not only the drills. Of course, you have also sequences, courses, workshops, deep dive workshops, and
Q&As.
Q&As, and really a lot of great community events.
Exactly, yes. So that's what is happening inside the Hoopers community. There is already a super lovely group of people that came together inside the community. So we
very international.
Yes,
it was
definitely,
super cool.
It's awesome. We're very much looking forward to spending this training time together.
Yeah. If you would like to join, we would be super happy to welcome you to the Hoopers community. You have the possibility to join till tonight midnight. So if you maybe have some questions, some personal questions you would like to ask us, please don't hesitate. We will be online till midnight, so you can ask us all your questions, and we will gladly help you find out if this could be the community for you.
Definitely. And also what is important to know, there is a 7-day money back guarantee. So this means that if you hesitate a little bit, you can also decide to join, to have a look at what is inside for a couple of days. And in case you don't want to stay, you just send us a super short email and you get a full refund. But I think this is important to know, because now that we are opening up the Hoopers community in English for the very first time, there is a special founders prize. So this prize is only today available. It will never again be available. But for everybody who joins today, it will stay, of course. Like, this prize will be your prize for as long as you decide to stay in the Hoopers community.
And what is also very important for us, so all our training is science-based, reward-based, and all our communities and courses are really also our projects of heart. So we really want people and their dogs to be happy. So really, you don't have to fear any risk. You really can just have a look at the community yourself, and we are super happy for you to use the 7-day money back guarantee. So
Yes.
Don't hesitate to use that, so that you really can see for yourself if this could be the right thing to do. And of course, we're convinced that your dog would love you to join in the fun. But yeah, really see for yourself.
And also about the founders situation now, there is also an additional bonus.
Oh yes.
So there is an ebook with many course maps designed by international course designers. So this is a bonus for you also just today. So you will get this in addition for free.
Very cool, I would say. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, don't hesitate to get in contact, and would be great to see you inside the Hoopers community.
Yes, maybe we will see you there. Thank you for being here.
Bye.
Bye. You've already started Hoopers training, but you feel there's more you could achieve?
Are you looking for training that's truly well thought out, with a clear structure that helps you make consistent step-by-step progress?
If that's what you're looking for, we've built the perfect place for you.
In the Hoopers community, everything is a game, from focused technique drills to full sequences, complete course plans and deep dive workshops, all within a motivating level system that drives real progress.
And the best part, you're not alone. The community not only offers a wealth of proven training content, but also brings you together with others through shared events, online tournaments and real connection.
We are Nadine Heli and Simone Fasel. Together we're known as Hoopers pioneers across Europe.
We are longtime experts in reward-based training with a special focus on creating the perfect online course experience for dog-human teams.
Over the years, we've had the honor of guiding several thousands of dog handler teams through classes, seminars, workshops and instructor certification programs.
Our mission: training that gets you real results and is seriously fun for you and your dog.
Our team and we personally take responsibility for the training success of you and your dog.
And now, for the very first time, the Hoopers community is becoming available to the English-speaking world.
That means you have the unique opportunity to become a founding member and join at a one-time founder's price.
Sign up now and together we'll make your Hoopers breakthrough happen.
See you in the community!
You've already started Hoopers training, but you feel there's more you could achieve?
Are you looking for training that's truly well thought out, with a clear structure that helps you make consistent step-by-step progress?
If that's what you're looking for, we've built the perfect place for you.
In the Hoopers community, everything is a game, from focused technique drills to full sequences, complete course plans and deep dive workshops, all within a motivating level system that drives real progress.
And the best part, you're not alone. The community not only offers a wealth of proven training content, but also brings you together with others through shared events, online tournaments and real connection.
We are Nadine Heli and Simone Fasel. Together we're known as Hoopers pioneers across Europe.
We are longtime experts in reward-based training with a special focus on creating the perfect online course experience for dog-human teams.
Over the years, we've had the honor of guiding several thousands of dog handler teams through classes, seminars, workshops and instructor certification programs.
Our mission: training that gets you real results and is seriously fun for you and your dog.
Our team and we personally take responsibility for the training success of you and your dog.
And now, for the very first time, the Hoopers community is becoming available to the English-speaking world.
That means you have the unique opportunity to become a founding member and join at a one-time founder's price.
Sign up now and together we'll make your Hoopers breakthrough happen.
See you in the community!
You've already started Hoopers training, but you feel there's more you could achieve?
Are you looking for training that's truly well thought out with a clear structure that helps you make consistent step-by-step progress?
If that's what you're looking for, we've built the perfect place for you.
In the Hoopers community, everything is a game, from focused technique drills to full sequences, complete course plans and deep dive workshops, all within a motivating level system that drives real progress.
And the best part, you're not alone. The community not only offers a wealth of proven training content, but also brings you together with others through shared events, online tournaments and real connection.
We are Nadine Heli and Simone Fasel. Together we're known as Hoopers pioneers across Europe.
We are longtime experts in reward-based training with a special focus on creating the perfect online course experience for dog-human teams.
Over the years, we've had the honor of guiding several thousands of dog handler teams through classes, seminars, workshops and instructor certification programs.
Our mission: training that gets you real results and is seriously fun for you and your dog.
Our team and we personally take responsibility for the training success of you and your dog.
And now, for the very first time, the Hoopers community is becoming available to the English-speaking world.
That means you have the unique opportunity to become a founding member and join at a one-time founder's price.
Sign up now and together we'll make your Hoopers breakthrough happen.
See you in the community!